All right, so if you watched my last video, I bought the Lamborghini Huracan, and not just any Lamborghini Huracan, right? I bought Cody Sperber's Lamborghini Huracan. It's an LP610-4, 2015, with about 11,500 miles on it. And I'm actually driving it right now to Starbucks because I am completely drained from working so hard. But, I just wanted to make a video about this real quick. Why I bought Cody Sperber's Lamborghini Huracan. I was actually going to wait a little while to buy a Lamborghini, and then Cody's like, dude, I'll sell you my Lambo. I'm going to buy a Performante. And I was like, man, I thought long and hard about it. And I was like, really, Cody's Lamborghini was kind of the car of all cars for me. And the reason why is because if you know anything about my story, obviously I've been an entrepreneur for a super long time, and I'll kind of get into my story a tiny bit on this video because, I talk about my story fairly often and I touch on bits and pieces of my story, but I really want you guys to know a little bit more in depth on my story, and I really want to make sure that I talk about it enough because I think it's important and it's crucial for you to understand that if I can do this, you can do it as well. If you're watching this right now, Cody was one of my mentors. He's a massive mentor in my life, somebody that, I've looked up to for 3 or 4 years now, and somebody that not only was a mentor, but became a good friend of mine and actually became a business partner of mine, and if you would have asked me or told me when I was 19 years old that I would be driving his Lamborghini Huracan, I would have told you you're absolutely insane for many reasons. But, I started my first company when I was 8 years old. I grew up in my grandpa and grandma's garage, for those of you guys that know. I'll just touch on my story very briefly. By the time I was 11 years old, I was doing really well for myself. I was pulling my pool trailer with my quad, and I was servicing a ton of pool accounts, and I was doing extremely well. And by the time that I was 15, I lost my pool company, and the market was crashing, right? Everybody else was losing their houses, they were losing all kinds of stuff, and I was losing my pool company. So, 15 years old, I decided to get my first job, right? And it was just a corporate job at a dry cleaners, and I absolutely hated it because for 7 years, I was used to being able to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, with whoever I wanted. All of a sudden, I'm working at a freaking dry cleaners, and I absolutely hated my life. So, from 15 to 19, I actually worked 19 jobs. I never got fired. I quit every single one of them. Most of them were pretty crappy, like Buffalo Wild Wings or the dry cleaners, Texas Roadhouse, just a bunch of random jobs. And I always just hated every part of it. So, during that time, I actually built 4 network marketing organizations, and I did very, very well in network marketing, right? I built teams in 37 states and 7 countries across the globe, and, that's kind of what opened up my eyes to understanding that there's literally an unlimited amount of opportunity in the world that we live in, and there's so much abundance, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So, that opened up my eyes, right? And while network marketing wasn't necessarily for me at that time, I ended up getting into real estate at 19 years old, wholesaling real estate, guys. And it was amazing. It was life-changing, right? I read a book by Nick Ruiz. I found the clever investor, right, Cody Sperber, online. And the next thing I knew, I'm wholesaling real estate. I wholesaled 300, 400, 500 houses. One thing led to the next. I had different business partners, a lot of moving pieces. And fast forward here today, I'm a licensed real estate agent. I've sold, I lost track at some point how much real estate I sold, but, I've done a lot of real estate business, and I'm extremely blessed, extremely grateful, and just humbled to have had the opportunities of business partners and the opportunity and all the stuff that I guess has come my way, up to current time, right? To buying Cody Sperber's, my mentor's Lamborghini. So for those of you that are wondering, like, why that Lambo, like, this Lambo is sentimental to me because, I've seen this Lambo every day for like 3 years. I've seen Cody drive it, and, I always said, man, like, that's insane. Like, the reason that I wanted a Lambo in general was from seeing this one over and over and over and over again. So, when Cody hit me up and he's like, man, like, I'll sell you my Lambo, it was like, dude, like, it's more than a Lambo. Like, that's a representation that anything is possible. So if you're watching this right now and you're like, man, like, I don't know if I can do it, or you're struggling, right? Maybe you just started a business and you're in e-commerce or insurance or Shopify, right? Or you're trading stocks, or you're trying to get into wholesaling. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you just have a normal job, or maybe you're in college, right? Maybe you don't know what you want to do yet. Maybe you're a young gun and you're not sure. You want to get on YouTube or Instagram. You don't have a social presence. I just encourage you to keep going, right? I encourage you to go out there and to be a disruptor. I encourage you to go out and pave your own path, right? Don't listen to what your parents are telling you to do, or your friends, or your school teachers, or your business partners. You got to go do what you want to do, and you got to trust in yourself, and you got to trust your vision, because anything is possible. And this Lamborghini is a representation that anything is possible, right? I got a 1.7 GPA in high school, man. I'm not the smartest kid, but I knew one thing was for sure. You put me in a room with a bunch of other people, and one thing was always for sure. I was willing to outwork everybody in the room. I may not have been the smartest guy in the room. I may not have been the most bright guy or intelligent person, but I was always willing to outwork everybody, right? I was willing to work longer, work later, work harder, and that was what always separated me from everybody else. And the thing is if I can do that, so can you, right? Anybody can work hard. It doesn't take a smart person to be able to go out and work hard. So that's kind of my tip for you guys. That's a little bit of background on my story, why I bought Cody Sperber's Lamborghini, and really just some encouragement for you, that if you're out there, man, I'm telling you, you can do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This Lambo is absolutely a dream come true. I freaking love it. You can kind of see the interior right now a little bit. We're going to have some cool footage of this, and we're going to do a bunch more cool videos, by the way, with this car. I bought this car so we could do cool stuff with it, so definitely drop in the comment section down below what you want to see. From a motivation standpoint, inspiration standpoint, Lamborghini, maybe real estate, like educational stuff, maybe, like entertainment stuff. If we can do like epic, like really cool stuff like that, then I'm down to do that as well. So definitely let me know what you want to see, whether you DM me on Instagram, or you drop in the comment section down below, my YouTube, whatever it may be. I would love to bring you that kind of content. I'm actually about to go through the Starbucks drive-thru right now in a Lamborghini, so we're going to see what they say about that. It'll be pretty cool. But guys, I'm excited. I cannot wait to bring you guys the most epic content in the freaking world. Now that I have this car, it is that time. As always, subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that thumbs up button. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Can I get a, let's see, let me just get a grande cold brew with just like light ice, and that's it. Do you want anything?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Grande cold brew, light ice, and what else is that?
Just that'll be it.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
All right, your total is going to be $373.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm used to like getting a venti, but I don't have a cup holder in here. So like I was with Bobby the other day. I'm like, from now on, I was like, I'm gonna have to just get like small ones and just chug them, and just like throw them out the window or something. Like, I'm like, I hate littering, but like I don't know what else to do. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. 373.
Perfect.
Do you want a receipt?
No, I'm good. Thank you. She's just so normal about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Card. Right, have the rest of your
Thank you.
Saturday.
You as well. Like completely normal.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a normal car. I love it. It's too funny.